everyone. Today we'll be looking at certain important words which are known as uncommon vocabulary words in your band descriptors of IELTS. Now what band descriptors are, we'll be dealing with it in a different video. Today we'll be looking at certain vocabulary words which can actually enhance your IELTS score. Not only that, even if you are preparing for any government examination, these can also help you a lot in enhancing your vocabulary, or should I say knowledge of vocabulary. Let's dive into straight towards our first word. So our first word for today is legislation. This word is generally used whenever we are talking about any legal term or legal matter. Let's see the meaning of it. The meaning of this word is a law or set of laws suggested by a government and made official by a parliament. This can be used in a sentence like, there needs to be changes to crime-related legislation. Let's move towards our next word. Debtor. This means to make someone less enthusiastic about doing something by threatening bad results if they do it. Tougher prison sentences may be a deterrent to other would-be offenders. Offenders here means criminals. Let's move towards our next word, and that is offender. If you remember in our earlier slide, this word was used in a sentence. This means someone who is guilty of a crime. So we can use it like this. Prison should not be used for first-time offenders. Let's move. Next word is punish. The meaning of this word is to cause someone who has done something wrong or committed a crime to suffer by hurting them, forcing them to pay money, sending them to prison, etc. You can use this word like this. Those responsible for serious crimes must be punished. Let's move. Next word for today is prevention. This word generally means when you stop something from happening or stop someone from doing something. How can we use this in a sentence? The government should focus on the prevention of crime rather than introducing harsher prison sentences. Next word is commit. This generally means to do something illegal or something that is considered wrong. People who commit serious crimes should be given lengthy or long prison sentences. This is also an uncommon vocabulary word and you should use it if you want to enhance your score. Another word is criminal. A person who commits a crime. Criminals who commit violent crimes should not be given probation. Let us move towards our next word, that is probation. This means a period of time when a criminal must behave well and not commit any more crimes in order to avoid being sent to prison. This can be used in the sentence like this. Probation is a good way to reduce prison overcrowding, but it must only be used for those who have committed minor crimes. Let's move. Another word is rehabilitate. This means to return someone or something to a good or healthy condition, state or way of living. So you can use this word like this. It is important to rehabilitate criminals while they are in prison Otherwise, they may reoffend or commit a crime again when they are released from prison. Let's move. Our another word for today is guilt. You can use it in a really good way, and this word means having done something wrong or committed a crime. So the sentence is, if jurors, so the jurors are the members of a jury, find a defendant guilty, then that person must be punished. So this is a conditional sentence if you can see it here. Let's move. Jury. So this means a group of people chosen to decide in a court of law if someone is guilty of a crime or not. Let's see a sentence. To ensure fairness in a criminal trial, there must be a jury. Next word is convict. To decide officially in a court of law that someone is guilty of a crime. You can use this word like this. He has been convicted of arson. So arson is starting a fire intentionally to damage something. 2 times now. Look at the sentence. We are using has plus been and then verb third form here. Another word for today is fine. This means being made to pay money for breaking the law. Motorists should be given a fine if they are caught speeding. Let's move. Another word for today is imprisonment. This means being put in prison or jail. Murderers are usually given life imprisonment. Let's move. Another word is community service. This means work that people do to help other people without payment, and which young criminals whose crime was not serious enough for them to be put in prison are sometimes ordered to do. So it can be used like this. Community service is a good alternative to prison for minor offences. Minor are small offences. Petty can be used as well. Next word is victim. Someone who has suffered because of the actions of someone else. Let's see a sentence. The victims of crime often need help and support to recover from their bad experience. Here we are using this as a plural. Another word is justice. This means fairness in the way people are dealt with. Let's see. Those who commit assaults must be imprisoned because the victims want justice. This is a really good word and it should be used actually. Let's move. Profligate. Profligate means unrestrained by convention or morality. This can be used like this. German voters are even more skeptical or sceptical. There are 2 pronunciations of this word. Than their leaders about financing their slothful and profligate neighbors. So this is a negative word actually. So our other word is hoary. Let's see the meaning. Having grey or white hair as with age. How to use it in a sentence? By thy glad youth and tranquil prime assured, I smile at hoary time. So that means we are talking about an age that is quite older. Thy is actually an old English word. We used to use it for you. Blaze. This is our other word. Nonchalantly unconcerned. That means you're not concerned, not bothered about something. Let's see a sentence. Westwood is blase about going to next week's major as world number 1 or being favourite to win at Royal St. George's. That means he's not really concerned about it. Next word is insular. Let's see the meaning of this. Narrowly restricted in outlook or scope. And yet, Japanese firms have remained largely insular, resisted change, and doubled down on existing strategies. That means they are not willing to change themselves. They are narrowly restricted. So firms mean things or companies, organizations actually. Here we are talking about Japanese firms. Let's move. Baleful. This word means threatening or foreshadowing evil or tragic developments. Let's see how to use it in a sentence. There were no baleful stares at his box, only fist bumps after winning a well-played point. So baleful is generally used in negative sense. So our last word for today is ostensible. Let's check the meaning of it quickly. It means appearing as such but not necessarily so. So if something is not necessarily so, but it appears as such, it can be used in a sentence like this. Google insists its data gathering practice is done for the ostensible purpose of better serving its users. I hope you understood today's lesson. Please join me later in a different video. Thank you so much, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.